I don't want to make more than you make. And so he asked for $100,000 a year. I mean, think about James 4:6. It says, God opposes the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. A second thing that really stood out to me was the story of Pete Liegl. And it's one of the best acquisition stories I've ever read. Pete Liegl was the founder of Forest River RV, I think in Indiana. They create RVs. And in 2005, he sold his company to Berkshire. When it came time for him to discuss his salary, Pete said, you know what? I don't want to make more than you make. And so he asked for $100,000 a year. And Warren Buffett had said, I don't normally do this in a negotiation, but I pretty much gave him a blank check for what he wanted his salary to be. And he just wanted $100,000 a year and then a small bonus tied to the business's performance. Now here's a man, Pete Liegl, who built a $1 billion business, and yet he was content with a modest salary because his focus was on performance, not prestige. He wanted to continue to run that company for Buffett. And Buffett said he did that. I mean, he shot the lights out, I think to use Buffett's term, for 19 years until he died in 2024. And Buffett just sang his praises. That's integrity. That's humility. I don't know if Pete Liegl was a believer or not, but it reminds me of Luke 12:15. Life does not consist in the abundance of possessions. Your integrity matters more than your paycheck. In business today, there's lots of leaders that demand massive salaries, stock options, private jets, all the perks you can imagine. But Pete Liegl said, pay me fairly, tie it to my performance, and let me keep building. I want this business to do well for you. And Buffett said it did amazingly well. For Christian entrepreneurs, I think we could take a lesson like this, that wealth is not wrong, but being obsessed with wealth is destructive. 1 Timothy 6:10 doesn't say that money is the root of all kinds of evil. It says the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Pete's life shows us that real success isn't measured by a paycheck, it's measured by faithfulness.